Karthik, let me begin with you. This was something which was in, eventuality. It was inevitable. But good to see him play this knock, when things could have been a little bit difficult for India. And seeing through those middle overs was extremely important, as you rightly said in the pre-match show. And he did it to perfection.
Yeah, he did everything to perfection. Actually, when you look at that knock, look, he's been there for so many years and we've seen him string together so many centuries. And the most important thing for someone like him is not to be too mindful of what was ahead of him. That is something which has happened because there was a period of 2 years when he hadn't matched up to the lofty standards which he had set. And that sometimes can get you in a very different stage, which we have heard from him as well. But what he did today was not get that. I think it was very simple. The way he batted from the get-go, he had that luxury of a great start. But the first 11 overs got 94 and then he got off to a decent start. And then it was not easy in the middle overs. So yeah, just to pace through that innings and play the kind of shots, people can always look at the innings and say, oh, he wasn't getting at run a ball while the others were, but he had to be there. He was the reason or the backbone around which that entire Indian innings functioned or revolved, and the others gave him handy contributions, but a wonderful way to notch up your 49th 100 on your 35th birthday. For certain big people and certain great players, such scripts are written. You always wonder how does Dhoni walk in when India is supposed to do something and he hits that winning six.
Promotes himself up the order in that match, which a lot of people had been wondering why he doesn't do.
Or even in other games. Or there were things which Sachin did on certain days. How does that happen? And similarly for Virat to notch up his 49th on his 35th birthday, special day.
Absolutely. Jimmy Paji, I want to come to you. You've been saying this throughout the World Cup, that, this is ODI cricket, this is not T20 cricket. You cannot go slam bam and, hit everything out of the park. Today, it was one of those innings from Virat Kohli, isn't it? Even though India had a flying start, but it was very crucial for him to kind of bide his time also, which he did in the middle overs. And eventually, of course, went on to score his record equaling ton and, 326 for India.
Yeah, happy birthday to Virat and that's a great performance today and congratulations for him for 49th century as well. No, he's a player actually. He's a player, he's a classy player. He's not one of those who like to hit fours and sixes and cross-batted shots and backhand sweep. He's not the kind. He's a technically correct player. He would wait for the right ball to hit. He knows he has time, he can plan it, he runs well. And he is absolutely tremendously fit. So I think that also helps because what happens when you're not 100% or very fit man because you lose concentration when you reach 50s, 60s, especially in this age when you're 35 years old. But his fitness probably is much better than youngsters, I would put it that way. So that keeps him going. And he's hungry for runs. That is great actually with Virat. The hunger is there and he wants to do well. He doesn't want to fail. He knows the whole team depends on him if they want him to bat till the end. And he knows once he bat till the end, he's bound to score 100 and a bigger score. So this is a quality of Virat Kohli. So I think a lot of people can learn from Virat Kohli that how to pace your inning, how to go help your team, and when chips are down or things are difficult, how to go about it. So it's a terrific performance and I think it's a winning score for India.
Jimmy Paji, you said he's very young, younger than most youngsters. So how long do you think he can continue and how many more tons do you think he can make in ODIs?
I think as long as he's playing, he'll be scoring hundreds and hundreds runs, actually. And I think age has nothing to do with you because it's your own passion, your own hunger and how good you're feeling and how light you're on your feet. That's the key thing as a batsman because you have the experience, you can read the situation, condition, read the bowlers, everything. But you have to be consistent with your performance, which he has been. So probably the way he's playing, I think he'll go for another 3 to 4 years, is what I feel.
Absolutely.